Welcome this morning to this platform, Betefield Group of Schools e-learning portal. It's a pleasure having you on the subject government, class SS2 and SS3, those preparing for their senior school certificate examination. Today, we are taking the first Republican Constitution. Before now, we have navigated all through the constitution that Nigeria has ever had, from 1922 down to independence. We have met with the advantages, the disadvantages, the pitfalls, the achievement of each of the constitutions. We have got a lot of lessons from them. The last we did was the constitutional conferences, and then, the independence constitution. Today, remember we said constitution of Nigeria so far have been divided into different groups. The first is the pre-independence constitution that ranges from the 1922 Clifford Constitution to the 1946 Richard Constitution to the 1951 McPherson Constitution to the 1954 Lee-Totey Constitution, which now have, after them, we now have a period of interregnum that spanned between 1954 to 1960. Now that was the period that they had the independence constitutional conferences. 1957 London, 1958 London. After that, that now gave the rise to the legal move, the legal and political march to the independence constitution. Then we now have, after the pre-independence, the constitutional conference, we now have the independence constitution. After the independence constitution, we now have the post-independence constitution. That's now, we have the first Republican Constitution of 1963, the second Republican Constitution of 1979, the third Republican Constitution, which happened to be a short-lived Constitution of 1989, and then the 1999 Constitution. And then we are talking about the post-1999 Constitution as amended as we speak now. But today we can just run through the remaining part of that. So we see we are in the last segment rather of the constitutional of the constitutions of Nigeria. So we can't finish everything in the post-independent constitution today. We just take the first Republican Constitution because of its importance and salient lessons we must not jump and glance over. Now, the first Republican Constitution was a constitution that came to force in 1963. It was the constitution that gave Nigeria a republic, Nigeria a republic. Now, as it came to force in 1963, remember I said it's also called the first Republican Constitution. What are the things that led? What are the elements that serve, the political elements that serve as the catalyst to the bringing forth of this constitution? Why and what gave rise to this constitution? In other words, what are the background to the 1963 constitution? The first was the 1962 political crisis that rocked the Action Group party. It was the Action Group political crisis was leadership tussle, the problem of leadership tussle between the personality of Chief Obafemi Awolowo and Akintola. Now these people tend to have this, that is something you have to learn anyway later. You tend to be higher than your level, but for now, let me just give you a little synopsis of it, a little summary of it. There was leadership tussle between these political leaders of the Action Group. The personality clash was there. The intention, understanding that one was trying to usurp authority was there. And the consequence of the federal government bringing up somebody called Chief Moses Majekotumi to be a sole administrator of the Western region. That there was what I'm trying to say, that there was the political crisis in the Western region in that 1962. That the constitution that was existed then could not provide solution to. It served as a weakness. It indicated that the constitution then was weak, and so there was a need for it to be amended or replaced. And then number two, there was this upturning of the Adegbero case in the High Court, in the Supreme Court of Nigeria, the Federal High Court, if you don't mind. So, and then the general agreement among all the political actors and political parties to renounce the parliamentary democracy of the country. Now, all of this put together explained that the constitution of 1960 was not adequate. It was not good enough. It was not meeting the demands of the day. So there was a need, therefore, to work on a better constitution to serve the better interest for the Nigerian nation. That was what led to the establishment of the 1963 constitution. Now, what are the attributes of the 1963 constitution? What the attribute, the characteristics of the 1963 Constitution, First Republican Constitution. Number one, the act establishing the Constitution was passed. The act that established the 1963 Constitution was passed by the Constitution of the Federal Act of 1963, by the Nigerian Parliament, and not by the British Order in Council. Before then, remember we said the British Order in Council was the highest parliamentary legislative organ that had the highest say legislatively on the affairs of Nigeria. But good to it, this 1963 Constitution, the act that established the Constitution, was passed by the Constitution of the Federal Act of 1963 by the Nigerian Parliament and not by the British Order in Council. Number two, we had the post of the head of state and the commander-in-chief of the armed forces was to be elective. The post of the head of state and the commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was to be elective, in which case the Queen of England ceased to be the executive head of Nigeria, which she was by the 1963 Constitution. But in the 1963 Constitution, the Queen of England ceased to be the chief executive and commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Nigeria. Then, going on, the president of Senate was empowered to act in the absence of the president of the nation. For any reason, the president of the nation is on a working visitation, is out of the country, or should it happen, for instance, that is incapacitated or whatever. Of course, you know the president and the vice president tend to occupy the same level there. So if that position then, the president of the Senate was empowered to act in their capacity, to act on behalf of the president of the country, then the president could be removed by impeachment. That clause was stated in the Constitution. That is not necessary, it's not that once the person becomes the president of the nation, he can serve forever. If he act ultra-vires, act of the Constitution, outside the constitutional power granted him, he could be removed before the end of his tenure. And the only way that could happen is through what we call the impeachment process. Impeachment as it were. And then the Supreme Court of Nigeria became the last court of appeal, and no longer the British Council, or rather the Privy Council of the British Parliament. The Supreme Court of Nigeria, therefore, acted as the last court of appeal according to the 1963 Constitution, and then the Midwestern region was created, therefore making Nigeria 4 regions: the Northern region, the Eastern region, the Western region, and then the Midwestern region, of which Benin, or rather Bende State at that time, Bende, was the headquarters. Alright, so the Midwestern state was created. Now, in all of these you have said so far, we can pinpoint some advantages of the 1963 Constitution. Number one, Nigeria got the status of republicanism. That means Nigeria now was constitutionally empowered to elect their leaders for a fixed period in time, using their own constitution to govern themselves. So republicanism became. So that's an advantage. Number two, an elected president was to be, and not appointed president. The president of the country was to be elected, not appointed, therefore giving a say to Nigerians as to who governed them. Number three, the home-made constitution. The Constitution of 1963 was made in Nigeria by Nigerians and for Nigerians. Unlike the 1960 or the previous constitution that had some element or full element of foreign participation being drawn in the Western world. But this time the constitution was made in Nigeria, it was made by Nigerians and for Nigerians. Then the fundamental human rights of Nigeria, of citizens, fundamental human rights was entrenched in the constitution. So citizens by that now had the legal rights of humans. And then final court of appeal was to be the Supreme Court of Nigeria, no longer the Privy Council in London. So political participation, we can discover that was enhanced. It was encouraged. Nigerians could now participate in the electoral process. More participation came about, and then the Nigerians became free from external interference, especially of that of the Queen of England. These are the little we can take for now. You are going to take this. The Constitution, so far we have discussed, has a lot of advantages. At the same time, we discovered that it has some problems and disadvantages. Your work now is to look for them. What are the problems and disadvantages on the merits of the 1963 Constitution? Until next time we meet, if God permits, on this platform, thank you for your audience.